Rogers Rotary Club, the friendliest club in District 6110. All right, if you are able, if you'll stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And any of you who are veterans, please remain standing, and let's give them a round of applause and thank you. Very much appreciate your service. All right, our words of inspiration. There is a fountain of youth. It is your mind, your talents, the creativity you bring to your life and the lives of people you love. When you learn to tap this resource, you will truly have defeated age. The source, Sophia Loren. All right, we have several visitors. Carolyn Blair, who a couple of us know from other connections. We're glad to have you here. And Dr. Misty Gerber is here with TPS. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
She's sent around a sign-up sheet. If any of you have any questions, she's the one to ask. We've got birthdays this month. Bob Bryant has already celebrated his. Laura Garrett's is tomorrow. Karsten's is on the 15th, and Kim Montgomery on the 27th. So happy birthday to all of you. Any anniversaries or other days of recognition?
Kim brought somebody with her, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, I wrote your name down, and Tommy Montgomery is here as well. Thank you, Tommy. Any reports from committees? Debbie, you have a little something to share?
December 2nd.
Sure. Well, December 2nd. December 2nd, Restore Hope. They're not sure exactly what we're doing, but we're probably like sorting bulk things for individual distribution at their for Christmas. So that'll be in the evening. It'll be 5 to 7.
Wonderful.
And then our holiday, our not holiday in the wood, but our own Christmas party has been moved to December 18th, and that's at my house.
Yes, all right. Very good, thank you.
Patty, may I real quickly?
Yes.
I was just gonna let you know, you probably saw on Facebook, but this Saturday we appointed the new district governor nominee designate, and it's Dr. Tim Holder, who's a member of Tulsa Sunrise. He's an amazing person, and I'm very excited about the future of Rotary.
Very good. And who has not yet bought their tickets for Holiday in the Wood, because we know you want to, right? Everyone's coming, correct? Good. Well, buy your tickets soon and get the raffle tickets, because we're only selling 100 raffle tickets, and the big winner can walk away with $500. So, and feel free to share that with other people, because you don't have to be there to win. And it's going to be a fabulous evening. If anyone happens to have brought along a little gift that you want to have as part of the prizes for the night, let me know. No meeting on the last week, yeah, 25th, because that'll be Thanksgiving. So we'll just have Holiday in the Wood before the end of this month. Anything else I'm forgetting before the parliamentarian comes up? Yes, sir.
You haven't forgot it, but Susan wanted me to thank everyone for bringing contributions to Assistance League. Kind of overwhelming, because there was a lot of grocery carts pushing up the hill.
Well, and I do thank her, because that was a fabulous experience for us, and I think it inspired some people to want to volunteer there too, as well as going shopping. They're doing a great job, and Debbie and I were talking about it, and it was amazing to us to know that that's all volunteer run, because it operated like a corporation. It was really well done. Yes, sir?
Will's birthday bash was pretty much a success.
Oh, good, good.
With a car show and with everybody up at school, and it was. What'd you think there, Bob, of the birthday bash?
Well, it was a great turnout.
It was.
We sold 400 plus tickets.
Very good, very good. And our club was represented with several of you, right?
Well, me and Bob at least,
Yeah.
and Susie and Bob.
Good, good. All right, Susie, you're up.
Okay, happy Bucks time, I'm telling you. I'm so happy the weather is cooler. Excuse me. You guys are ready? No. So I'm putting in money for it being cooler outside, which makes me think of a joke. Do you know why birds fly south for the winter? Because it's too dang far to walk. All right, anybody else happy? No happy Bucks today? No one's happy? Well, I'm happy Josh is, oh, here is Peter all decked out. He look great. What does it say? Freedom isn't free.
I'm grateful that my wife's cancer is in remission.
That's very happy Bucks. That's worth 100. All righty. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, except we have a new deck of cards starting today.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a raffle, you can buy raffle tickets, and then if your number is drawn, you get to draw out of the deck of cards, and if you get the joker, you get half the pot. So it had built up to a little less than $300, and it was won by Larry Johnston. And he graciously donated his half back to the club, so thank you very much, Larry. And but anyway, it goes until somebody draws the joker. Okay, we have a program today that's a little bit tight, but we've got plenty of time, hopefully. The first thing, we have an annual report of our club trust, not to be confused with the Rotary International Foundation. We have our club trust, and it is held in the Edward Jones account. And for a long time, Jeff James, who is in our club, was the the advisor in charge, and that has now been turned over to his son. And so Jeff is going to introduce Josh, who's going to give us an update on our club trust. I might mention Jeff has been in the club since 1998.
Thank you, Jenny. I retired essentially at the end of July. I still have 2 more years of commitment, and I left my business to 5 different advisors, but I can't, I lost my license at the end of July, so I can't make any financial decisions or anything for clients, but I can still talk to them. Josh, my oldest son, took over my business basically a little over 2 years ago. He was with JP Morgan Chase in Houston for 6 years, Josh? Was it 7?
7.
7 years, and then when I decided to turn this thing on, he took over, and he's done a great job. So, Josh, I'm gonna let you finish up, Josh. And he's an OU grad, which,
Boomer.
that's Boomer Sooner.
Got it. Come on. Anyone else wants one?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you for letting me come and speak to y'all. Wanted to talk about the first portfolio that we have for you. It's the one that on the top right should say page 1 of 10. On the third page, discuss how that portfolio is allocated. So the best way I would describe it, on that third page, you'll see on the left-hand side, total equity and total fixed income. Best way I would describe it is a 65-mile-an-hour account. 65% of that portfolio is in great companies throughout the world. The other 30 to 35% is in bonds. The way that that is allocated, you can see the different investment opportunities, income, large companies, small and mid-cap companies, aggressive international. It is managed by our team in St. Louis, our advisory solutions team. They have a fiduciary duty to keep you within your risk tolerance. So that is looked at weekly. And if there is a change that needs to be made that isn't corrected by just normal market situations, they will go in and make that change the next week. What that is doing is selling something that's had some growth and buying something that they think is lower valued and has a good opportunity. So you're always kept within your risk tolerance in this account, but they have a little bit of flexibility. You'll see right now on that total equity, there's that green section. The yellow is where you currently are. So I said 65 miles an hour. It's currently at 70. They have a little bit of flexibility with what they see is going on in the market right now. They think large US companies are a good place to be. So they've overweighted just a little bit. That's a little bit of the flexibility that they have there to do that. The next piece I want to talk about is on page 8 of that portfolio report. It's the performance page. So far this year, it's up 11.72%. That is $30,963.68 in actual dollar value. You'll see the two lines that I wanted to point out. The green line is what you had originally put in and then slowly taken out funds to send out, and the blue line is the actual account value. So you want to see a V when you look at that, and that's exactly what we have going on for you. So as that initial investment has slowly been taken out to fund what the trust has been wanting to fund, the performance has grown along with that. You can see that on the far right, in the bottom right-hand corner. The actual return in dollar value since 2014 has been $149,393. That amount added and withdrawn, you'll see $138,000. What you can see is the initial investment was about $220,000, and there's been over $100,000 sent out from that account, and it's still performed well with those withdrawals. Annualized return of about 5.36%. The other page that I gave to y'all was the summary of costs paid to Edward Jones. You'll see that far right hand, it says $3,790.64. It's about 1.31% is the annualized fee for that. Industry standard is 1 to 2%, so we try and keep that competitive. And I know my dad wanted to mention that he tries to contribute every year to the trust as well. Any questions? Yes.
So the actual value right now at the end of June was what?
Right now, the actual value, I've got it as of yesterday. $287,361.
And are we still required to take out 5% for our contributions to nonprofits?
Yeah, that's in our bylaws.
Yeah.
But income tax too, I don't know if it's changed.
It would be whatever the bylaws have, if it's 5%, then, yeah.
That, I just mentioned, when we first started this, we didn't spend any of the money because we wanted to get it to $100,000 before we spent anything. So, and I can't remember, it's probably been 15 to 20 years ago when we took it over. But
This account we have goes back to July of 2014, and that initial investment, like I said, was around 220,000. And then you've withdrawn over 100,000 in that time frame.
I might give you a little history.
Yeah.
C3.
The actual trust for this club was started in 1998 by some of the founders of the club. And they were the ones that started contributing to it. And then in 2014, we had set that where we got 100,000. And then we could start taking the 5% per year. And so for those of you that we have a committee that meets every year in the club and determines how we want to use that 5%. And then, so the club committee sends it to the club officers vote, sends it to the trust, and then the trust officers and directors vote, and then the money is distributed out. The requirements of the trust are that it has to go to a 501c3 organization. And in 1998, they had a whole list of rules, like hopefully to help as many disadvantaged people as possible. And so those guidelines are what the grant committee, we call it the grant committee, they talk about. Patty and I, this year, and I'd like to see this keep going, is there's 7 areas of Rotary main focus. And so we decided with our presidency, we were gonna follow education and literacy. And so we told that to the committee. And so everything that we've done this year with Will Rogers High School, and then the grant went to the pencil box, which is definitely education oriented. Plus we did a few smaller ones if somebody in the club is associated with a nonprofit. So that's kind of the history of it, and it's made it easier if we pick one of Rotary's prime areas of focus, and then it gives us a guideline. So it's been very interesting, and these guys have done a great job with keeping our money intact and letting it grow. Sorry, that's just the history.
Josh, you've given me a new term to use, risk tolerance, when I don't want to do something. I'm just going to say that's risk intolerant.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like it.
Any other questions? All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you.